What's up, nerdles? I'm Jeff, and this is Aldi, and they're an absolutely legendary bass player. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some slap, let's go! This guy doesn't just solo, he slaps! And I know that because they submitted this bass cover to be covered on our hashtag Nerdle content reaction series. If you would like your art to be featured in the series too, then we should make that happen by having you join our Discord using the invite link in the description down below. All right, here we've got LDW Pratama. I have no idea if I even put those words in the right places, but this is gonna be their bass cover of White Shoes and the Couple Company by Bear Sandar, who I've never heard of, so I'm really interested to hear what this is. I can't tell what their taste in music might be by anything I'm seeing here. So yeah, they're an Indonesian bassist. Let's hear what they're into. Okay, like a groovy like disco thing. Disco would be the last thing I'd anticipate, right? Ooh, this is like, dang, yeah. We at prom together right now? We at like 80s prom? God, I'd love this. This is amazing. Ooh. Dang. We're grooving though, we're grooving. I was not anticipating there to be vocals in this song. Hashtag Bass University indeed. It's really sick that you've put the entire cover on Instagram too. I do that for our music videos and for a lot of the big like long form releases that I do. Because like, why not? People use Instagram to watch videos. Why not give them like a whole high quality groovy disco bass cover? Let's go. You can like explore the comments in the meantime. I don't know what Asui Bang means, but it's a hot track, so that explains the fire. Are you elaborating on this at all? Is this like just note for note what happens in the track? Either way, it's really, really fun. When I first started learning how to play guitar, I didn't think guitarists in these groups were to be appreciated for their virtuosity. Like, look at this friggin' bass cover. And Corey Wong does not make those guitar noises in funk. He doesn't make them look easy. Or rather, he does make them look easy, which means they're probably hard. You're making bass look so much fun. You got the 5-string going, so I know you're serious about it. You're like one Dua Lipa cover away from making it and groove one more time. I really like these instrumental parts. Well, like, what is that synth in the back? Like, with so much reverb on it. Sounds like a falling star. Beautiful. It's weird. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do some slap, let's go! This guy doesn't just solo, he slaps! Oh damn. You're making that slap look easy, man. Come on. You can slap whole riffs? Alright. He's gonna give us a little break. Little break. Oh, just legato, no doubt. Aldi, you killed it. That was so sick. Alright, here's Kellogan with a Zen harmonic song. I'm not sure what Zen harmony is. I feel like that's just a synonym for consonants, but Kellogan also always does stuff that I can't anticipate. So let's see what it means. Alright, we're gonna start this track in a beehive. Yep. Oh, my anxiety's through the roof right now. He's scared the crap out of me. But as far as I can tell, everything is quite consonant, and therefore harmony of the Zen kind. I mean, like, philosophically, can dissonance be Zen? You guys are talking about this genre called like pink noise. That's back like Tricot and Lily when we were like a very active noise community. Okay, shh. Come on, wait, shh. There's a different thing coming in. Synthesizer version of a pan flute. Zen harmony critical to some kind of fantastical satyr EDM religion. And is this their national anthem? Oh my god, the drums are like oversaturated and there's a noise sample. Oh god, I love this. Oh man, and where you choose to have that like delay drowned snare happen. Oh, this middle part of the song is amazing. I want to hang out with these satyrs. I love how you're changing the character of this like oboe low lead synth, like the bass lead synth. How you like hit us with it with one rhythm and then almost like flip it and do a different rhythm right away. I get some counterpoint from another little synth friend on the back end. The satyrs aren't a very xenophobic tribe. They've obviously invited some other synthesizers to the party. They can appreciate how zen the harmony is when it's created by instruments of different fantastical backgrounds. And just drop me off a cliff. Let that percussion go. Deadly. And let us kind of like say goodbye to the instruments. These are my favorite kind of outros where all of the elements kind of get to have their say in the right way before the song ends. Except the drums, you drop those off a cliff, which I also love. Yeah, very cool, Kellogan. I still don't know what Zen harmony is, but I made up a really cool fantasy story in my head that might be a decent plot for a young adult novel. So if we can just leave it as that is the definition and you pretend that you never made one up in the meantime, do it for the satyrs. All right, here we've got a new single by a new Discord member, Damian. This is called Grandma Go. Well, that's the band, Grandma Go. This is going to be Freshly Old Friends, which means recently. They were recently friends but are now not, I think. You can correct me on that, Tommy, but I think it was clever. Ooh, we're gonna do like an everything. Yeah, indie rock, emo. I have such a soft spot for this stuff. Like Maxiel, I guess? Maxiel core? Maxiel's really pioneering this flavor of emo lately, and I'm hip with it. I think Maxiel are a terrific band. Sick drum break. Are they just straight up major and minor chords? Like what inversions and stuff are you using for your chords? There's definitely some power chords going on, but like, this is really great. It's hard for me to talk about it much. I'm like enjoying it too much to really pay too much attention to it. I love the way that the drum breaks interject when you aren't expecting it, when you've only got like a 16th note or a quarter note to go in a measure, and it just drum break all of a sudden and carries us into the next bar a little bit. Yeah, it's those dropouts that come from pop punk that made their way into indie rock, with the emo vocals over top, good stuff. Those really quick like choke cymbals. It's an awesome way to show that a moment is incredibly tense. I'm sure it's tense for the drummer. They're putting their hand that close to a drumstick. It sounds stupid because their hands are always on drumsticks, but I mean like in front of a drumstick that's about to come down. Hurt yourself. We're gonna halftime, or we're gonna halftime all the way to the end? We might halftime all the way to the end. We only got a minute to go. I can be cool with that. I think it's really cool to just introduce a new idea and stick to it till the end of the song. Almost like we get a second track. It's like a track within a track, trackception. Maybe this is the change in perspective. This is when the friends become freshly old. Now, the drummer's gonna bring some danciness back into it. That's sweet. Do you have a drummer? Is this just you? I can never tell anymore. Like, samples and chip drums are just getting so good. Thanks for listening. Further links in bio. I love that. Little things like that, like just to say that, you know, I realize which platform I'm using and things like that. Oh, they've got the lyrics here too. Yeah, guys, make sure you check out Grandma Go. I'm enjoying it for sure. All right, throw them a like, a little subscribe. Let's go, Grandma Go. Okay, here we've got Nexus by Isabella. This is another one of those tracks from that series of their background music. And not by background as in it should be in the background of things. Although most music I think is fine serving in the background of things. Those probably also would work for that. By background, I mean music that they made in the past. Okay, this one is a lot more fleshed out. Yeah, we got a nice little like almost metronome type thing happening in the background. And I love a click bleed, so preaching to the choir here. It's like groovier and trancier, and like this is not what I anticipated at all from you. We've gone mopey together. Maybe this happened years ago when we were more optimistic and prone for the club. And I don't use we in like the pretentious sense. I mean like literally you and I. But yeah, really cool, Isabella. That was super interesting. I don't think you ever had to move away from that. I think you could do quite well still doing stuff like that, especially considering I'm sure your skill set has increased an enormous amount. I'd be really interested to see kind of like where these skills landed. All right, here we go with Jardin Animal, La Fuente del Optimismo. I remember the first time I saw this when they posted, I think, in the Math Rock Post Rock Instrumental Exchange on Facebook, which is an excellent source for any underground math rock stuff. And I don't think it was this popular back then. I don't think it had this many views. So congrats on thousands of views on your track, Jardin Animal. I'm really looking forward to listening to this one again. I remember that it was like really fun, so looking forward to it. Yeah, of course it is. Doing like a little dancey thing. You're tapping in like an interesting way too over the fretboard. I remembered that as well. It looks like you could even get in there with your thumb if you wanted to. Why do you tap that way? Does it just make it easier? I guess it makes sense because like we play up the fretboard like this, so why not tap this way instead of like this? Double track. It kind of reminds me of Forests, which like Rip loved Forests. So if you could come in and take over where Forests left off, I really appreciate it. It's a really cool like just place in general. Did you guys bring those flowers with you? Ooh, what's that like really wavy, delay-y, screamy thing happening? And of course you have to have the flex that the bass player is also tapping. Some next level stuff right there. Oh yeah, you've got those scream vocals at the end. Let's go. This is amazing. You guys have a whole record out yet? I cannot wait to listen to it. I'm so grateful that you're in our Discord. Keep this stuff coming. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. You look like you're having a blast. Yeah, let's do like a fun pop punk thing at the end. God, it's not even close to the end. You guys are just doing a fun pop punk thing in the middle. Nice. I was gonna say that this like second verse is almost like Fall Out Boy, but not at all. Way cooler. That vocal line is sick. How you like got down into the basement a little bit before bringing it back up. Yes, gang vocals. Let's go. I love how you have different microphones for the two vocalists. Like you can tell that because of your setup, it isn't like cohesive. Like you don't have the same mic between people. That it's like a kind of a cobbled together thing. And I mean that in like a loving way. You guys took the masks off. Big face reveal. Maybe. Or are these just like other friends? Are you trying to trick me? These other friends, are they just friends that like really want to be in a band? So you're like, okay, I guess you can pretend that you're the people behind the masks. Does it make them feel better? Or is it actually you? We'll never know. Is the people doing the cool tapping or they're wearing masks? Was it really a face reveal? You can't confirm or deny it really at the end of the day. All right, let's do some post rock. Okay. All right, post rock bridge. Sweet. I'm here for it. I'm curious about what your songwriting process too is like to intentionally go through so many phases. Like your second verse is so different from your first. And it's like more down and kind of like old school emo-y. The beginning is like the fun math pop stuff, and then to have post rock to close the track out. I don't know, guys. It's just phenomenal. Like, thank you so much for coming to hang out with the community and submitting this stuff. I cannot wait to hear more Jardin Animal. That was rad. Thank you so much for watching. You can watch a lot of the videos that we reviewed on this series by watching the Nerdle content playlist, which is linked down below. But there are also some submissions that we review in this series that you can only get as a member of our Discord. You can do that by using the invite link in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind supporting us by subscribing to this channel and liking this video, we'd really appreciate it. But above all, I'm really grateful that you came to help us support our community by validating their artwork through listening to it with me. Thanks again. I can't wait to talk to you again soon.